This video will cover all the unique features you need to know about this Patchell quad-axle side loader. The trailer is equipped with 3 emergency stop buttons, 2 at the front and 1 at the rear. Container joiners are stored halfway down the chassis, 1 on each side. The battery isolator switch and jump start terminals are on the left-hand side of the trailer. If the Swinglift isn't going to be used for more than a few days, ensure the battery isolator is turned off. This will prevent battery drain. The container spaces are used to help lock 2 20-foot containers in conjunction with the container joiners. They can be found on the left and right sides of the chassis. This is the Swinglift air pressure gauge, which is vital for correct Swinglift operation. If you are having operation issues such as modules being out of sync, ensure the air pressure is above 90 psi. If needed, the rear axle switch manually locks the rear axle steering function. The hydraulic oil level gauge is only accurate when the modules are at the closed 20-foot position and folded away. As part of your pre-start check, the coolant level should be visible in the reservoir above the low mark. The engine oil level dipstick is located as marked. The fuel level sight glass is visible through the side of the chassis as shown. To assist with aligning the Swinglift with the front of the container, this trailer has a magic eye system. The system is activated when the truck is in reverse. To lock the system on, turn on the park lights while still in reverse. The red light means the eye is seeing nothing. The green light comes on when the container is detected. The remote is stored in the rear control box. To start the remote activation process, the ignition key must first be turned to the remote position. You will see the screen go through a startup sequence. The next step is to deactivate the emergency stop button on the remote by twisting and pulling. Press the green activation button for 2 seconds, then release. Briefly press button 5 once, then press and release the green activation button again. You will see the remote icon on the display turn from grey to colour once successfully connected. The remote is now connected and the engine can be started. To do this, the position selector switch on the remote must be in the auxiliary position. Then, pressing button 3, the engine will start. To change the position of the modules between the 20 and 40-foot positions, ensure the position selector switch is in auxiliary. Then press button 1 to close to 20-foot position and button 2 to open to the 40-foot position. To unfold the module arms, use the position selector switch to select jibs or stabs. Then use buttons 1 and 2 to open and buttons 3 and 4 to close. The numbered buttons are 2-stage. A half press is for slow operation and a full press is for fast. The leg icon needs to turn green before the arms are able to lift any weight. The trailer brakes are applied when the modules are unfolded, and the truck icon on the display will be red. Once stowed correctly, the icon will turn green and brakes are released. There is an emergency override to disable the Swinglift safety functions when absolutely needed. To override, press the Settings button on the display unit, then the Emergency Override button. Then press and hold the button next to the safety function you want to override for 5 seconds. When overridden, the icon will turn red. On the rear display unit, if Stop is flashing, one of the 3 emergency buttons are likely activated. The modules can be moved independently by holding the module selector switch in the front or rear positions. For maintenance and breakdown support, please call our maintenance team on 0800 80 80 69.